And so now we know that the $1.9 trillion has been signed into law by President Biden, and he was going to do it tonight at about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But he decided to do it in the morning today, March 11th, 2021, because because people were pushing to get the money out as quickly as possible. And when I say about the money, is the $1,400 that some taxpayers will be able to qualify for. Taxpayers must have a Social Security number to be eligible for these payments. And as a result of that, many individuals or essential workers will not get any money. And that is, or undocumented community members will not get any of this money. At this time, the funding does include college students who have, again, a Social Security number, disabled adults and elderly US citizens and residents. And also this time, mixed status families. That means maybe mom and dad don't have legal status, or maybe mom doesn't and dad does. And then the child is a US citizen, then the money will come for the US citizen child or children. And so that is $1,400 that they will be able to qualify for. And again, this is important that we understand that this is not money that technically is being loaned to you by the government, although the government is basically borrowing the money from other countries or other places, and we as a collective country will have to pay it back with interest for many, many decades probably. But as an individual, you will not have to pay for this stimulus check if you get one. It's interesting because undocumented people who are not going to qualify for it are still going to have to contribute in order to pay for it later on. In regards to when the payments are going to be reimbursed or distributed, that is, that's going to be in the next couple of weeks. Some individuals may be getting it as early as the late part of next week. And so it is interesting and important for us to understand that many individuals got their first payment via direct deposit in their banks or credit unions. And then the second one, many individuals got it in their, again, direct deposit in their bank. But other individuals, the second one, they got it as an ATM or debit card. And what the reports are is that some people thought it was, because it came from Bank of America, they thought it was a credit card offer. And what they did is they threw it in the garbage. And that was $600 per individual that qualify in the household. So please, if you get a debit card or something that looks like a credit card, go through it, read it, analyze it, so that if it is this, then you can activate it and put it to work. And then the other piece is, again, this time, some people will get that, some people will get direct deposit. And just a reminder, if for whatever reason you did not get the first or second stimulus and you qualify, when you file your taxes, there will be questions about that. And depending how you answer, if you haven't gotten that stimulus check before, you'll be able to get it if you, again, qualify. So it's important that you understand that. And the only other change is what adjusted gross income they're going to use, because again, the numbers are a little bit different now. For a single individual, the single individual cannot make more than $75,000, heads of household $112,500, and again, $150 for people who are married. But again, the question is, what if I haven't filed my 2020 taxes and I made more than $75,000 and I'm single, but in 2019, I made $70,000 or $72,000, let's say. The federal government says it's okay if you haven't filed your taxes. We're going to base it on the $72,000, and you will not be punished if you end up filing your taxes later on and technically you no longer qualify. That money will never be asked of you. And again, this is not money that you're going to have to pay back. And just as a reminder for low-income individuals, an additional 3,000 annual benefit for children of 6 years old and to 17 years of age, and 3,600 for children under 6. Again, this is to try and bring children who are in dire poverty out of poverty by getting some support from the government, and that is equivalent to 4.1 million children who should qualify for this benefit this year. So again, if you haven't done your taxes and you end up filing your taxes, there's going to be some good situations, some good outcomes for some of you. And again, unfortunately, the essential workers, who happen to be many of them undocumented immigrants, will not be able to qualify, although if they have children who are US citizens, they will be able to get the benefit. Again, if you are a DACA recipient and you're in good standing, then yes, you will get it. If you have TPS, if you have the U visa, then you should be able to qualify. Again, as long as your Social Security that you're putting to work is valid and it's yours, then you will be able to qualify. And again, these are not times to be buying a home. Homes are overpriced. Yes, the interests are low, but if you're paying $500,000 for a home that is worth $400,000, then that is not a good trade. And just as a reminder, when you get the money, if you are a member of the middle class who maybe haven't lost your job and you don't really need this money, consider giving some of it away, consider giving part of it away to organizations such as UndocuFund that supports undocumented immigrants who are essential workers. They worked during the fires while everybody was running away. They were put to work, and they are working in the fields now. They never really stopped during the pandemic, and many of them never even received the proper PPE. They just have to do this because we refuse to treat them as equals. And so again, that's one of the organizations that you can donate it to. And there's many other nonprofit organizations that you can donate to. I myself, the last stimulus check, I decided to donate it to Humanidad Therapy and Educational Services because we provide culturally appropriate therapeutic services to our community members, but includes our Latinx community members. And with that, I invite you to, again, learn more. And again, if you are privileged enough to not need the money, donate it. And if you own a home, you might actually get some credit at the end of next year in your taxes.